Welcome back to part 8A of the roleplay tutorial. I'm sorry that it has took so long for me to do this part, but it should all go back to normal now. Okay, so in this section we're going to be finishing off the weapon damaging system. This bit here is for my notes. And then we will add in the damage to the on-player take damage. We're actually going to change the layout of the injuries command as well, and that will be all for this one. So what we need to do, if you go here and if you look for this display damage data and go down into your formatting, you would then look at this section here, change this from damage weapon to damage body part. That's that section done. Now damage reason, I don't know why it was in there, I forgot, but I've looked through it and so far we don't need it, but if we do we can re-add it later. So just go through all of your scripts, all of your files, and remove damage reason completely from it. And then save damage data, which is here. It was player ID, reason, weapon ID for me, but I removed it and changed it to player ID and then reason. No, and the weapon ID. So remove that from there as well. And that is that bit sorted. Now all we need to do for this is, I can remove that. We need to go into the on-player take damage. So if we go into tutorial and then on-player take damage, we've got this here. We can remove this now. So save. If we go back into publics and we look here, copy this and go back here, copy it into here, paste it into here, sorry. This will be amount, that will be body part, that will be weapon ID, and that will be player ID. So that's all you need to do, apart from adding a check. So if issuer ID doesn't equal invalid player ID, and then put it into there and compile that, and that's that bit done. Now we're just going to relay out the weapon commands. So with the injuries command we're going to have it display like this, so I'll copy this for now, and I need to go into my general commands, and no I don't, I need to go into my publics and go down to display damage data. I'll put this here for now. So currently we've got it displaying, ignore that, we've got it displaying the weapon name, so we need to change that to the damage type. So get damage type, damage data, I damage weapon, and then here we need to do weapon name. Remove this from the end, and again nope, this needs to go after it, so remove that, put it there, put a comma, and then there we go. Save that. 293, I know what's wrong. Now if we go back into here, recompile, 308 in public, so 308, I missed the closing bracket, that's why. Now recompile and done. Now what we need to do, come into your folder and open the server, join the server, this is literally all we are going to be doing on this section. Log in, so I set my password to 123. Now if we do /injuries we're going to have no injuries. If you want to test it, get another player to join your server, or you can create a command. I will create a command. I'll just alt tab out of there. I will create it in public just because it's going to be a damage data, so it's going to be command test player ID parameters, and then all you need to do is return save damage data player ID. The weapon ID can be anything, so random, say random of 34, and we'll do 5 plus random of 34. Body part again is going to be 3 plus random of 5, 6, and then the amount will be 10. Now it won't make a difference. Now save that, recompile. All you need to do is type GMX for game mode restart or game mode exit. Come back in here, it'll restart for you. Then when it has loaded, 1, 2, 3, then do enter 0 again, nothing, type /test, it won't return anything, but if you type the command again, gunshot wound, right arm, by a rifle. So type it again, blunt trauma to the torso via vibrator. That works out quite well actually. Test, injury 0, gunshot wound, torso, Colt 45. Test, gunshot wound, right arm. That right arm's not having much fun, neither's the torso. But to be fair, I'd probably be dead by now. That's it. And gunshot wound to the right leg by an Uzi. Blunt trauma to the chest by a baseball bat. And a gunshot wound to the shotgun. I was definitely dead. Right, and that is it. So we can quit out of this. Close this. And that was the shortest tutorial I think has been done in this series. Next series we are going to, well, part 9. This is only 8 alpha because that's just a small section of that. We're going to add in a command for admins to spawn vehicles and a couple of other commands which will be like setting interior, setting virtual worlds. I'll put that here actually so then I remember. There we go. And an admin help command with an alias of a help. And that is it for this section. After that we'll be looking at the loading and creation of houses. That will be a full episode. And then purchasing houses, locking and unlocking will be an episode as well. This is just notice for me. The server location is in Fort Carson, as you can tell. Payday will come every hour. Please give me your suggestions of the payday system. How would you want it to be? Would you like to have to type payday numbers or automated? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe and like, and please follow the tutorial. If you have any issues, don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you and goodbye.